We're live. Hey everybody, it is Monday night. It is Atop the Fourth Wall plays Pokemon X Randomized Nuzlocke. And yeah, I guess we had a few things going on last few days. Wouldn't you agree, guys?
Hey, can you help me with this?
Thanks for the help, bud.
I am so happy that people took to that. Because that was one of my goals. How can I make these innocuous statements creepy?
Oh,
I'd say you succeeded.
Yeah, joining us this evening, we have the game show reviewer.
Howdy, y'all. I am an employee for Sid's Electronic Boutique, apparently.
And we have Zen.
Hi, I'm the ghost princess bunny, and I moved in a very short amount of time. It's been a week. It has been a week.
JV Rose, I don't work today. Bring on the Pokemon. That secret project was pretty terrifying, by the way. Thank you. I've been working on that since around September, October or so. Dragon's Bench Silverflare. What is God? It is
God.
we.
It is we.
What? What is that? What was that? Was that a syndication, or what program was that you syndicated?
That was I actually had to look this up online because I needed to find old school text to speech stuff. There was I actually posted the link in a reply to someone else in the comments on one of the segments. I think it was segment 7 or 9. Basically, like it's just a Commodore 64 style text to speech kind of thing. Not Microsoft SAM, but using the same kind of principles behind it.
It was beautiful.
It had I had like settings on it. It was a website that I could adjust like text, the speech speed, how deep it was, etc., etc. So I played around with it a lot and did a lot of different kind of things for them, and went with what I thought worked best for all the speech for it, and especially the very end, the "You Will Be Like Us" that was played over the loudspeakers. That one was was slowed down as much as I could.
You will be like us.
You will be like us.
SKH Video Productions. Streams are always on Mondays.
That's my fault.
No, it's my fault too.
Well, just to explain what's happened the past week, I was supposed to move on the 15th. That was when we had set the date. And then they told me last minute, I'm sorry, you're going to need a co-signer. But you told me the date was the 15th. You're going to need a co-signer. So I had to scramble, get that together. And then after another week, they're just like, oh, I'm sorry, the leasing people are out sick, so you're going to have to wait a few days. So on last Saturday, As in not yesterday, but the second I got notice that, hey, you can move now. You have the keys. So I had to get everyone together and say, Lewis, I'm sorry, I need to move in a week. And Lewis was very kind and pushed some of his projects to the side. He and Fess helped me move, and he still managed to get out the Winter of '83 and Event Comics Month, and I am super, super grateful. But
we're still working on Event Comics Month, because Dark Knight's Metal I am currently working on. We might call the stream early just so I can get back to work on scripting it. I've finally gotten over the hump of the intro.
Yeah, so it was a little bit of my fault, but also GSR has been moving.
Yeah, so I had to move people out of my house. I had to move people's stuff into my house. I've had to hold a garage sale. I've had to clean up the house. I've had to unpack the house. I am basically tired of being in the house, but I'm still here, and I got a whole bunch more stuff.
Plus, you had to do all those the visual effects for Winter '83 at the last minute.
I had to do those too, yeah.
Like, so we managed to get some of them out on time, but you've just been so busy the last few months. Because I had the script, and I had a bunch of this footage ready for you, but, like, especially the Sid's Electronics Boutique one was giving you so much trouble for tracking.
How the hell did you expect me to track that? I mean, seriously.
Because you've done so in the past! You've done such a great job before! I think your solution, creating a plate and just going around that worked just fine.
It did. I mean, that was not the original plan, guys. It was originally planned for me to track a lot of it, but no. If you saw the original, yeah.
And the snowman worked great, and you managed to and it like looked nicely Uncanny Valley, and of course a lot of the effect was covered up by the VHS static. Thank
God for that, because that was slipping all over the place. But I love the effect.
So yeah, it's been a week for all of us, and we're sorry we're a little bit late, but I've started unpacking. It's been hectic.
All right, let's get to the game, and we'll start answering super chats here.
7 Seraphim 7. Last time on Dr. Z and the Ass, Dr. Z claimed the ultimate keys were the defeat of Team Flare, beyond just pointing out how stupid their plans were.
Jingle.
It's still here. It's taken out the entire town. Hey guys, look, it's Fun Circle.
T. Williams CA. Good evening. Do you remember the Winter of '83? Not sure what you're talking about.
I wasn't born yet, so I wouldn't know.
Tom Randall, you will be like us.
Hey, can you help me with this, bud?
Captain Avenger 93. Oh, 10 years after the winter. Congrats, Lewis. You managed to scare the poop out of me.
As it should be.
Dragon Mike Silver Flare. Hey, bud, can you give me a hand? 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 Thanks for the help, bud.
I asked Brian to give me as many different variations on hey, can you help me with this as he could, just because I needed, because I couldn't just let it be anything just like that. I needed to have a specific way he said it. So like just as many variations on the line as he could. He gave me like 6 or 7, and I think I picked out the best one for it.
Mm-hmm. I remember when I finally heard it, the origin of it in the second recovered mini tapes. I was like, ugh. Gordon ZX. So Zen, in your Genshin Impact craze, which character do you think is the most attractive? Also, can we finally add the Pokemon Johto theme song to the song request?
Johto theme song.
Johto,
we
sorry.
might be able to do that. First, Professor Sycamore, do you have a minute? I'd like to talk to you face to face. Let's meet in Koraway Town. I'm just gonna keep moving my hand around in a circle for some reason.
He's basically telling us, hey, can you help me with this?
Danny Fenlon. Last time on the adventures of Dr. Z, Team Flare's stupidity reached new bounds, cementing the reasons why the aforementioned doctor had to leave said morons.
And also to answer the previous question, best girl is Mona. Best girl is Mona. Just saying.
Got ultra balls. I think we're gonna be able to encounter a new friend here, so I want to make sure we have balls.
Mega Timmy Tommy. Everybody's dead, Dave. Everybody in Team Flare.
Everybody's dead, Dave.
So, okay, super chat, and then I'll say something.
That's it. We're caught up.
No, T. William CA, where did you get
Oh.
the town meeting video?
So funny story. Turns out if a city records its own what's it called? City council meetings, they are considered public domain because it's done by the government. So I got an actual city council meeting for the city of Wilmer.
Which is why you thanked them.
What was that?
That's why you thanked them.
That's why I thanked City of Wilmer, and I included a line which unfortunately Lehman's not from Minnesota. He did not know how to pronounce it, so he said Wilmar. So yeah, that's a city council meeting from Wilmer from like 2 decades ago. I wanted to get like a legitimate one from 1983, but archive.org only has so much. So like 2000,
okay, so I got
like 6, 2007 or so was as far back as I could get.
I got a question then. Were the names on the plates, were those touched any, or did those inform the character names?
Those were altered from their original ones. I think it was originally Mayor Heitke and Councilmember Reese. So I just very quickly took a spot, put a fresh plate in, and of course you can't tell because of the distortion lines. There was also a plaque on the on the podium where people would step up and speak that actually said Wilmer on it, and I managed to replace it with just like a wood over it, so you can't tell.
Very, very nice.
But yeah, that's why I added in the line. We're not even Wilmer. Anyway, let's catch a new friend here.
God, Linkara, I'm finally able to reach you. Hear this. I think someone hacked your YouTube account and uploaded archive footage of that Fawn Circle incident from the winter of '83.
Oh, geez. Okay, guys, we got another horde battle, so we can pick something to get here.
Well, we have a Golurk.
We have a Golurk already, so that's out. We don't want the Wingull because it's a frickin' Wingull. Ivysaur is tempting.
Noivern,
which has Imposter, which is kind of fascinating. Or a Bronzong. So what?
I like the Bronzong.
The only reason I'm kind of against the Bronzong is because we already have a Steel type waiting for us.
Yeah.
I've got at least 2
Everyone's saying Ivysaur.
Yeah.
3.
Get the plant baby.
Speaking of which,
it's very tempting. I mean, I think it's between Noivern and Bronzong, because Noivern is Flying Dragon.
Everyone's saying Ivysaur.
Dragon wouldn't be bad.
Everyone's still saying Ivysaur.
Everyone really wants the Ivysaur.
But Nathan, we have a Golurk. Why get the Golurk?
Alright, so let's paralyze the Ivysaur at least. We'll assume we're going to go for that.
Just to interject before you get to the super chats, one thing I want to say, I may be ahead of you guys because I upgraded my internet here. I have fiber internet. I am up with the times, and I did a check. I have 500 down and like 300 up, so I have good internet.
Negasimi Tommy, Noivern is sus. There, the joke is made. Moving on. And yeah, people point out that since Noivern has Imposter, its typing is irrelevant. Good point.
All right, so I got a couple here from Jesus Christ. Blue, please play the clip.
Jesus Christ!
Forgot I had the soundboard for a second there, and of course,
yeah, Pokemon, yeah.
And I say unto you, time for me to put my RNG sus hat for you.
Yeah, I can stream from the future.
And a dead fish says, what all inspired the monster for Winter of '83? It seems like it has a lot of inspirations that could have fueled it.
Oh, there's a lot of inspirations behind it. I've been talking about this on Twitter a lot. Aside from the general thing being inspired by other analog horror series, like Gemini Home Entertainment, for instance, or Local 58. In particular, The Thing was a big inspiration. I love winter horror, so I thought, why not make the snow itself the enemy?
The enemy.
What was another one that was a big inspiration to me? Oh, sorry. Holy crap, JTSG, congrats on the winner of '83, Lewis. It was a wonderful production, nice and creepy, with a great use of lots of voices I recognized. Awesome job by all involved. GSR, excellent work with the effects. Since I got my tax refund, enjoy this super chat. I will. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.
Otherwise, yeah, let me think for a second on some of the other influences on it. Of course, everyone's citing the Vashta Narada from Doctor Who, which, if I did, it was subconscious with the hey, who turned out the lights thing. I don't doubt that it probably played a part. I just wasn't consciously aware of it. What about Night Vale? Not really. Night Vale in particular doesn't really come to mind with it. I mean, that's a podcast, audio drama series, but, I've already done an audio drama series before with Winter of 83. Not with Winter of 83. With A Voice from the Dark. I am going to swap out because the Noivern is actually kind of irritating.
Yeah, Likios, we read yours. Yours was about the someone hacked the account to upload archive footage of K83FC.
Yep.
Yeah, we read that.
There's a very obvious... Oh, yes, the very obvious Cybermen reference. Yeah, in the original Tomb of the Cybermen, something that was said by the Cyber Controller when he was freed, this guy's like, haha, we freed you, and now you have to work with us. You will help us with our plans. Cyber Controller grabs him by the arm and says, as you belong to us, you will be like us. And the thing is, full conversion was not a thing back in those early days of Cybermen. Not fully creating them into Cybermen like that, but definitely that line has stuck with me ever since I first heard it, and I love it.
Danny Fenlon showed my family Winter of 83 because we all love horror, and they freaking loved it. Was Body Snatchers an inspiration?
Not intentionally. I talked about this earlier in a thread on Twitter. A lot of analog horror seems to be focused around loss of identity and people taking control of bodies, taking over, replacing people. And I kind of built into that a bit, fed into that a bit. I don't know if that's anxieties about. See, I'm better scripted than I am off the cuff. There was this idea that a loss of identity occurs as we live in a digital age these days. Identity theft in general, algorithms trying to tailor everything to you to the point where you are just a collection of little bits that they can force you to consume and thus be part of their process. There was loss of bodily autonomy through government control. Just I'm wondering if these are just general anxieties or if it's just a coincidence that a lot of analog horror seems to go in that direction.
Dragomanic Solar Flare. For sale, wood cabin in the Geosynge town. Scenic view of massive sinkhole, only slightly knocked over. A real picker-upper.
Ah! Real picker-upper is the thing I love with that line.
Make it Timmy Tommy. Okay, does anyone remember a comic called Zoom Batman Beyond?
Batman Beyond.
Yeah, Batman meets Pokemon. Professor Oak as Bruce, Mr. Mime as Joker. Did I dream that?
I think it was a fan comic. It wasn't actually an official licensed thing.
Likios says, honestly, the whole thing felt more found footage than many other professional-made found footage movies.
Thank you. Analog horror is very much a subgenre of found footage.
I do have to applaud you, too, because I normally get headaches from found footage, and you managed to do it without giving me a headache. It was very well shot. I applaud you.
That's because a lot of found footage directors just assume they have to shake the camera around, when in fact there are reasons why these things happen. You notice the only shaking was occurring was during running.
Yep.
Because otherwise, why would you have such a problem holding everything? But it makes sense when you're running, you're not trying to focus the camera on anything, especially a big, bulky-ass camera.
Yeah.
Gordon ZX. So for the Pokemon Johto song request, would a $100 goal as usual, or are you going to sing it in the middle of the stream?
I'll sing it in the middle because we already reached over $100 by now, which I'm impressed by. But if you guys want to donate more, that'll be fine. But I'm going to sing Johto regardless in about 25 minutes.
The Duke. I didn't realize Winter Event was only fiction until your character appeared in segment 11. Although I did think the guy closing up the store sounded like game shows for viewers, but I never put two and two together.
Oh, good.
SKH Video Production. Zen, have you been keeping up with Owl House? Yay, we got an Ivysaur!
I have not been keeping up with Owl House, unfortunately, because I have been moving. I've been very busy with the move. I'll talk more about that once we're caught up with Super Chats, but I only got the TV set up like yesterday. I legit have not had the ability to watch stuff.
There is a plant bulb on its back. When it absorbs nutrients, the bulb is said to blossom into a large flower.
Yeah, Pokemon, yeah!
Alright, we need a nickname for a female Ivysaur. Daniel Brandt, so whose idea was it to add the Dr. Giro reference? Yours or Scott? That was me. I like the name Dr. Giro in general, but I always like to slip in DBZ references whenever I get Team 4-Star involved in something.
I like Dr. Giro because Giro means rivet.
Names? I've never heard of a local television station with a name like that. I did research on TV station names and call signs. So K is a common TV thing for things in the Midwest. There's a very few amount of stations that have like an addition, like have letters like that. Usually, if they do it, they just have 4 letters and then the number of the channel name on it. In my case, I figured it sounded better to incorporate the 83 into it, but I didn't want to just have like K83F. It just didn't sound right. And there are a handful of stations that have like 5 letters in that. So K83FC. So I was like, okay, I can actually make it. I could actually incorporate it into it and make it like part of the backstory for the station. That it's so low powered that it really only Fawn Circle gets it. So the station owner just ran with it and just made it like, okay, this is the Fawn Circle TV station kind of thing. Although, amusingly, I didn't realize it at the time until someone pointed it out. If you take out the 83, it's KFC. Completely unintentional on my part, just a whoops.
You will eat our chicken.
There you go.
Alright, Poison Ivy's best starter. Biollante. Biolante's not bad. Pamela.
Yeah.
I went with Biollante.
Yeah. Alright, Benjamin Hall, next unboxing vid.
Hopefully this month. Because as soon as I finish the Dark Knight's Metal review, we're gonna go back to work on whatchamacallit. On History of Power Rangers, and I'll basically be taking most of the month off. Just be doing History of Power Rangers stuff on the side, because it's a lot less stress-inducing, because I don't have to write up a fresh script, and I'll be able to, gather together everything I've got for PO Unboxing and Film 1.
ITV.
Event Comics Month just really kicked my ass this time around, partially because of Winter of '83, partially because a lot of these were events I didn't really want to talk about, and they're really bad, and I have to put a lot of thought and work into them.
They were also very long and lots of tie-ins.
And I didn't even have to read the tie-ins, but I still did read some bits of it, or had to call back to stuff that I recalled and just read through and try to remember what the hell was going on in some books. I'm putting Biollante in the Revengers, because why not?
Go Jimmy G Road. There was a Pokemon Batman-based episode, but they're called the Pashte Gilgerman because even though Crow-Batman is right there, it's also a Gen 2 Pokemon.
I think they went with Gligerman just because they were afraid of, too much connection to Batman.
Yeah, true.
Like maybe DC would sue or something.
Let's see. Devin Quigley said Poison Ivy. CHS, I don't see yours yet. A Dead Fish. So, second production, we have Lewis dropping an F-bomb in. Rare treat. What was it like recording that since you avoid dropping them in spoken content? Did you think it would surprise fans?
Language, Lewis.
Well, here's what happened with that. I wasn't originally going to record that. Originally, I was going to be the employee for Sid's Electronics Boutique, but Games Review had already done so much work for that segment. I was like, this is basically his segment. Let's have him voice it there. And I was going to ask someone else to record Deputy Blair, and then I completely spaced out on asking anyone to do it. So at that point, I was like, crap, I got to do it. And I asked Moxie, boost the attack stat after knocking out any Pokemon. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, I actually did record versions of all those lines without swearing in them and asked Viga what she thought. Like, should I, because it's kind of my brand to not do the more intense swears. And so, and she was like, no, you're acting. It's appropriate for the situation. It'll be fine. And you know what? It was. And I'm so happy that people still liked it.
All I'll say is
as
language
people pointed out, his arms were made of snow. That's a real Narm line. I'm probably going to cut that out when I eventually compile this all into one video.
Fan story video.
Fine.
I thought it was fine too, to be honest. Fan story video studios. Question about the monsters. Do they have a name? Why the focus on blood? The red will become white. Why is the bloody skeleton labeled our new home? Do the people they grab just become snow?
This is just there's a lot of questions in there. But okay, what was the first question? Let's go do these in order.
Does it have a name?
Does it have a name? There is actually a lot of debate among fans right now about what to call it. Unofficially, when I was writing this together, I called it the Storm. But some people have taken to calling it the Organism, or the Bacteria, the... okay, Glaceon. What was that? What were some other names that people came up with? The Winter, the Snow, the Blizzard, the White was one. Was some people came up with.
I call them Snombies.
Snombies.
I like that one. All right. Why the focus on blood / the red will become white?
That one was inspired by me filming. I had this visual image in my head of the half-buried, a bloody skeleton in the snow with the blood all around it. So as I was putting together the Medicine Lake Campgrounds one, I just thought of, okay, so like this thing absorbs human bodies and assimilates them, takes them on their own, kind of eats away the flesh, and thus it will hide any of the blood. So the red will become white. So basically, it absorbs a human body which has lots of fleshy, meaty red bits to them, and turns it into snow.
I think that was creepy too, because it's a nice little catchphrase that you can really understand.
Why was the bloody skeleton labeled our new home?
Because they exist now in human bodies, and they absorb human bodies.
And I think you already answered this one. Do the people they grab just become snow?
Basically, yeah. I described it at one point as eating them, but it's not. But it's more like absorbing them, kind of dissolving their flesh and turning it into snow with them.
And yes, symbiotic toxin. Snombies are basically Snom, but in a bee costume.
Okay, good. That actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Daniel Brandt, you will be finger licking good. CHS, what is God? Is it Toastbuster?
Yes, it is.
Judgment Day destroyed the power.
I mean, I'm taking out a snow creature right here because Frostlass is ice type.
Scotty McFly, Linkara, have you heard of the Backrooms?
Yes, I have. The Backrooms is another great found footage project. Mostly, yeah, definitely. Oh, good. Another Reggie Ice. The Backrooms really is another analog horror series, fairly recent, really damn good. It's based around an SCP that a lot of people have done. Basically, this weird area that's basically like an empty office space that's just like yellow corridors everywhere. I suggest looking it up. The most popular one is currently being done by a YouTuber called Kane Pixels. Check it out. I think it's good. It's a lot of creepy stuff. Not as many jump scares. There's like one or two, especially in the most their longest video about it. But it's just in general really damn good, and I highly recommend it.
Speaking of jump scares, I don't want to interrupt too much, but I do want to commend you because there were jump scares, but you managed to make them earned because it was more about the context of them than anything.
Thank you so much.
Captain Avenger 93. Also, how much for you to drop another F-bomb?
Not right now, but 200.
Colonel Mustang. I don't mean to sound annoying, but I'm glad you liked my comment on your Power Rangers Zeo video earlier. It made my day knowing you saw it.
No problem. Thank you so much. You put a lot of thought into that. I enjoyed reading it.
Joseph Allen, I remember someone saying something along the line of Batman is scary because no one knows what he can do, but Superman is terrifying because everyone knows everything they need to, but they just can't stop him.
That's interesting, but in my opinion, I prefer Superman to be like a symbol of hope. I prefer him not being scary at all because while he could do all that, I know he won't.
JTSG, question everyone, do you guys enjoy fake newscasts / reports for horror or sci-fi stuff? I've seen a few other than WOTW radio and find it a fun setup.
Oh yeah, I love them.
It can
I do
work.
too.
Horror
Assuming
is all
they're
about.
well made. Sometimes it's just basic ass report the news kind of things. But analog horror, people have really done some interesting stuff with weather reports with that. Excuse me, weather reports are probably the basic level analog horror thing that most people have done, because there's a lot you can do with them and make it interesting.
I think the thing with horror is you can make anything horror. It's all in your presentation, and if you part of what makes the news segments and stuff so work well is if you have the juxtaposition. Linkara, you have the happy-go-lucky campgrounds, death. Like, you have that juxtaposition.
That one, Medicine Lake Campgrounds, is the most traditionally analog horror of all the stuff that I put together, because most analog horror does not have voiceover at all. It is mostly just text and music, and just that sudden stop in the music. The peaceful, calm PSAs or analysis videos, and then suddenly stuff's about to happen.
I will say this, outside of horror, I'm not going to lie, putting together fake... do not take this out of context, everyone. I beg of you, okay? Putting together fake newscasts to advance a sci-fi story or any kind of story plot is probably one of my favorite things to do. See Contest of Champions news service. All I can tell you now is that somewhere, somehow, that's going to be taken out of context. Game show reviewer likes to produce fake news, to which I say, yes, I do. See atop the fourth wall.
I mean, fake news in a fake environment is fine.
Oh, yeah, because you need it to advance the story. And by the way, wait till you see the race. Danny Fenlon.
I was listening to everything you said. I don't know if any of you saw that as well. There was a freaking fly moving across the keyboard. I go to grab a tissue to try to kill it. It flies off.
Ah, damn it.
Shoo fly.
Don't bother me. Danny Fenlon, is there any way to fight the bacteria?
Maybe. Oh, good.
I mean, there are vaccines.
Heat seemed to work pretty well on it.
Max Hauser. Weird question, but if I wanted to blood gun in an issue of a comic that's a parody of the 90s comic, would we need to have some sort of licensing agreement? I'm guessing that's used blood gun.
Yeah, you'd have to talk to me about that, because I technically own it, but I mean, this thing is like Electric Dragon, right?
Oh, yeah, it's another legendary, Zekrom.
Yeah, and
you were just Legendary City.
Half of Kirby's health in one shot.
Oh, God, no.
Let's see here.
Let's try Toastbuster. We could probably, see if we can,
Charlie Celestra, the creepiest part for me was the synthesized voices. They instantly reminded me of a series of horror games called Faith.
The voices worked well, especially when someone takes somebody else's voice and makes it robotic. It is creepy in that regard.
I think the creepiest one in there was actually, so cold. So cold.
Getting cured of paralysis, but still, Thunder Punch does so much damage.
Drakemech Silver Flare. I remember as a kid being scared by television signals weirding out and weather alert sounds, so your altered ads suddenly broadcasting threats. No heat, no help, no escape. Really worked well. Bravo.
Thank you.
I think my favorite segment was Medicine Lake Campgrounds because of the way it just progressed. It was a lot of fun.
I'm sorry, Zen. My favorite was Sid's Electronic Boutique for obvious reasons. I
love the fake commercials for Sid's Electronics Boutique. Lana Pator did such a great job. I gave him the instructions of following the Menards guy. And I based it off of a really old Menards commercial, which had that same kind of blank background, zoom out a photo of object, and then talk about it with weird digital effects, with showing off the price.
Oh God, I think my favorite part of that commercial. Hello, what? Buy me at Sid's.
Hello, buy me at Sid's. You heard it.
You heard it. Goji Bajira, I personally love calling either the white or, my favorite, the frost. Either sounds imposing, but I think the white adds another layer to the red will become white. Another way to say you will be like us.
I dig it.
SKH Video Productions. So you, a person from Minnesota, made a villain that is snow. Snow! Linkara, if you want to live in a warmer climate, you can do so without overworking.
Viga's the one who wants to live in a warmer climate. I like winter, at least up until Christmas.
This is tanning weather, except for during the move where it was windy and 30 degrees was 5 degrees, and I had to move in that, and I don't like that.
All I know is I've offered you several times, every time I see an empty house, I'm like, come on down to Texas, but you say no.
I like living in Minnesota. I like winter. I also like winter horror, too.
Texas does not like my kind, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay. Devin Quigley-Art, I agree on the jump scares thing. I'm hesitant to watch most horror stories out of concern I might choke on something while watching. That's one thing I like about Winter of '83 is...
scares, but more on a creepy atmosphere in general.
Yeah.
Winter of '83 is more... It's stuff you don't expect that makes you jump. So it technically is a jump scare, but not in the traditional sense.
Media Hunter Reviews. Since you appear to know about SPCs, what would you say is your favorite SCP in general? Sorry.
I've not really read any. Just because I know about them doesn't mean I actually have read them. People keep pointing me in the direction of the SCP Foundation as if I've never heard of it before. I've been around the block on the internet for a while, guys. Don't quote the old magic to me. I was there when it was written. But no, I've never really looked that deeply into the SCP Foundation. I know it exists. I know of entries. I know stories around it. I know things that people have, made around it. The back rooms, I think, started as an SCP Foundation thing. But I don't really need to know that much more about it. I get the idea. It's
not
a
super
cool,
chat,
it's fun, but not really what I'm really looking for a lot of the time.
Not a super chat, but the cat's doing good. They have finally started to settle. I actually got a noise complaint, and I'm just like, wait, what? I thought it was because I was running the dishwasher and because I was moving. It was because the cats were zooming around the room, and they were underneath me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't really do much about the cats. They just moved. They're gonna zoom.
Nice. Let's see. Joseph Allen, I am 100% with you. I think they said in response to why people are so interested in injustice and evil Superman in general. Not sure what that was in reference to.
When we were talking earlier about scary Superman and scary Batman.
Danny Fenlon, Anton York would be ashamed of you, GSR. Yes, I know. I'm sorry, President York.
How dare you upset our 45th president?
Anton York, how dare you?
Our greatest 45th president at that.
Oh, man. I cannot believe I have shamed Anton York. Grinning Chompy. Notice you commissioned more intro music from Ilnage. And...
Actually, this was not Ilnage who did more of this intro music. It's Alan Peterson, who I've been putting credits and thing. A lot of these he's been doing on his own initiative, and they've just been really great. Okay, Rock Wrecker might hurt. Okay, we survived. Good. I think one more power-up punch should finish it off. But no, Alan Peterson's been doing them. I have commissioned one thing for him. When we get back to the Star Wars, we'll have a permanent damn music track over the text crawl, because once again, the royalty-free music ended up getting claimed by accident, and I don't feel like dealing with that anymore. So...
Damn, that's my favorite music. And how it references various DC and Marvel themes. Have you ordered or have you thought of ordering one referencing the animated Titans theme?
I have not. But in this case, he came up with 4 for Event Comics Month, which just so happened to line up perfectly with everything we've been doing. In this case, it was the Avengers theme, it was the Earth's Mightiest Heroes theme, the Justice League theme. I can't remember what the last one he made for me, which I'll be using for Dark Knight's Metal.
Lego Maniac 91 wanted to give some support for an absolutely chilling April Fool's Day series.
What?
I think this is still the same route, so I can't get anything. Is it? Let you look.
Make it to me, Tommy. Have you heard of the Batman audio adventures?
I have not. We are still on Route 18. Okay.
Cameron Tive. Hi, sorry I'm late. What'd I miss?
Nothing much. Mostly just talking about Winter of '83. I suppose we could go into the mines. We don't. It's an optional post game thing. We could try to catch something in here.
JTSG GSR. The most important question for your character from Winter '83: does SIDS have Tandy products? he's the best boss I've ever worked for, but I mean, he doesn't stock the good stuff. He thinks name brand Sono. He really thinks Sono is a name brand? I mean, what the hell is this guy doing?
I mean, have you ever used a Panatronic? They're great.
But that's not the actual name brand. Of course he doesn't have Tandy computers. He has Candy computers for some reason.
Look, Tandy products are exclusive to Radio Shack anyway.
He has
And
the
Candy-
Laws kids.
And Candy products are exclusive to Sid's Electronic Boutique.
Exactly. Do we want to try to catch something in Terminus Cave?
Oh god. Okay, sorry. I had to get back into character to answer that one. Random number guy. Hey Lewis, enjoyed Winter of '83. Not usually a fan of horror, but the setup and effects hit all the right points for a shortest period piece, specifically the VCR effects.
Thank you so much. A lot of the credit there for the VHS effects can go to Creation Effects VHS template, which they sell on their website. I've had it for years now, and I've used it for like entity effects. Used it for dimensional transitions from a Halloween special a few years ago. I've used it for a lot of things. I think I gave it to GSR as well to do some stuff.
Yep, I got it. T. Williams CA, between A Voice in the Dark and Winter of '83, I love your horror stories. The commercials were my favorite for Winter of '83.
Thank you.
All right, and just to let you know, 4 minutes, and I will sing the Johto theme song because that's halfway.
Of course
wait.
he's got. sorry. Of course he's got name brand products. You think I don't recognize an authentic Sorny or magnet box? SKH Video Productions. Candy computers. Can I get a Butterfinger keyboard? Always sell. Always sell.
One thing I do want to say that I'm really happy with the move. Honestly, I love this new apartment. I have central air, so I can finally utilize that, and it's just so good. I already talked about my internet. My internet is literally like 5 times faster than it was before, so that's great.
Fletchender, sorry to interrupt you, Zen. Fletchender, you're a fire type. Why did you just do rain dance?
And also, we have fitness centers in the complex, so I've been able to, for the past, well, I took 2 days off, but for the 2 days, I actually have gone to the fitness center, and they have a treadmill, so I've been able to work out and use PT for my arthritis, and it's great. So I'm very happy with this new apartment. Just not today because I unpacked a lot today.
Those are the days when you don't have to work on a treadmill. Just trust me on that. I have a treadmill myself. Edward Scales waiting on your super chat.
There you, Gorm ZX. Doesn't the Daniel Hall dream appear in Dark Knight's Metal? Yes, he does. For no good reason.
Oh, did I miss that?
It's not a super chat, just a regular chat. Yeah,
Oh.
Dream. Daniel from the End of Sandman is in it. He did ask permission from Neil Gaiman to use it. He was very proud to do so. But, like, and Neil Gaiman was all on board with it, but, like, he's just there, and there's no real reason for it.
Danny Fenlon, we all know, all we need to do is give the Frost either a Coke or a Campbell's soup, and we'll be fine.
Charlie Celestia, the pool is outdoors, so it's not open right now, but I do have a key to it, so in summer I'll be able to go. And it's great.
Gordon
Yes,
ZX,
hearing
here.
GSR ranting about Tandy products is a lot more refreshing than ranting about if Zaxby's is real. Also, Zen, the song request is for Lewis.
Okay, I won't sing.
You can sing the Johto theme song.
Okay.
They're actually opening up a Zaxby's not too far from me, so, yay. But yeah, we killed that joke. We killed that one, and then we revived it, and then we killed it again. So the joke is history.
I'll bring it back. I like callbacks.
Oh, that's true.
Zaxby's is good now. You know what? I would kill for some Zaxby's.
I would kill for
imaginary
Zaxby's on
things too,
most
Zen.
days.
Yeah, I have Perkins waiting for me in the fridge. It is Perkins country fried chicken and biscuits. It is so good. I can't wait.
I would go with. You mentioned country fried chicken and biscuits. I'm thinking You're probably better off with Cracker Barrels.
Hmm.
Grinning Chompy, I pray for the moment you have to talk about Batman Who Laughs. The stupid, super party, smarty OP-ness of both Joker and Batman combined into a boring character with too much attention.
Oh boy. Also, we have hit time,
This is going to be interesting when I talk about Batman Who Laughs, because let me tell you, I don't think people are going to expect the way I'm going to be talking about him.
Oh, hold on. Edward Scale, Super Chat. Were you ever tempted to make the monster Mr. Computer? Seriously, I loved the project where you did the sound effect for the monsters attacking, made my hair stand up.
Thank you so much. A lot of the sound effects came from Epidemic Sound that I did some minor manipulation to, usually just like slowing down some of the noises. The alien droning noise is what it's called. That noise that would always appear in the background whenever something was happening. Oh, there's a TM right here. So let's catch something in this cave, and we will also get a TM.
Go JBG-Ro.
Sweet.
One occurring gag I would pay for you to use is Venom's F this guy from Venom, Let There Be Carnage. The way it was delivered was hilarious.
I should look that up.
Zero Ryoku.
And the great thing is, with Winter of '83 and the way the monster works, all the Landrew lines work really well now.
Are you not?
Yep.
All right, what do we got in the cave for potential friend? Oh boy, we got another one of these.
Zero Ryoku. So Lewis did an analog horror. Halloween bumper contest ideas? Nope, it'd be too long. But music for Halloween, on the other hand.
Dun, dun, dun. And now that we're caught up, we have hit time. It is Johto time.
Alrighty.
Oh, before you start Johto time,
Peace and tranquility to you.
no, not that. Let's see. Which of these 5 do we want to catch?
That's
I'm
a good question.
To go for the Jellicent, just so we have like Water and Ghost, but I'm open to anything. Clefable would give us another fairy type.
I don't know half these people. Who are you people?
Skorupi is also good. We get dark poison eventually. I'm just checking what the chat wants. Thinks would be best.
Go for the giant jellyfish.
A giant jumbo jellyfish?
Princess Jellyfish.
Man, you guys. It just really shows just how little impact Birdemic 2 had that you don't know giant jumbo jellyfish.
Aww.
Jellicent. People are saying Jellicent.
Yep.
Skorupi, the mon that's hard to get. It's between Skorupi and Jellicent. Some people are saying Clefable. Clefable learns nothing by level up. You'll need lots of TMs or a mover learner. There's lots of initial moves it could relearn.
That's true.
Though that means we'd also have to get.
I vote Skorupi because it's a scorpion. I like scorpions.
I vote Jellicent because if you catch it, I want you to name it Farpoint.
Oh, that's tempting. That is tempting. The Skorupi, I think, would actually be really useful for later on. Old Pokemon players playing new games. Why did you drag me here? I don't know anybody.
Drinky Sea, Jellyfish, maybe feel out their move pool.
No, let's take out Unpheasant first. We're not getting Unpheasant. Although it survived, surprisingly enough.
Uh-oh.
I mean, Betty Why Not's not a fighter. She's there as a tank. Pokeplayer HQ, I demand Clefable.
Catch the wobbliest one.
We'll paralyze Skorupi at least. It does have Dazzling Gleam, so it's not like it doesn't have anything useful. Although now we got an Encore, so that's annoying. Oh god, I might actually kill it now. Nobody loves you on Pheasant. It's not that nobody loves on Pheasant. Pheasant is a perfectly fine bird Pokemon. It's just I've got so many. It just we're not.
We have
hurting
bird
for birds.
types. Yeah.
All right, we have to use an Encore anyway. We'll just kill it. Whisper is generic early game normal. Unpheasant is generic early game bird. Skorupi is generic early game bug who becomes half decent. Whisper does evolve into Exploud later. It's just I'm not really that fond of the Exploud line.
Nobody loves you on Pheasant.
Bird types. Oh no, missing number is back. Oh, we already have it on Pheasant. I didn't even realize. Ghost type you could name Jellicent Jello. Wow.
It's been a week. We don't
Jellicent
remember
or
things.
Jello won't.
Bye,
If you get
Whisper.
on Pheasant, you would be bird up.
Skorupi has tail glow.
Alright, I'm putting it between the chat, Skorupi or Jellicent.
I still like Farpoint for the Jellicent.
I vote Skorupi, and I hear a puppy.
That's my puppy. My puppy is jealous of my other puppy.
Pet your puppy. My kitties are currently asleep. Their zoomies have stopped because I got them out by unpacking, and they were playing with bins all day.
Tail glow is a physical attacker. Jellicent, Jellicent, Jellicent. Looking like a lot of people want Jellicent.
Yeah, they're saying Jellicent. Go with Jellicent.
Mm-hmm.
I am jelly, but, you know.
The Duke, if you decide to make a sequel, what do you think of the twist being that the snow monsters were created by Flurious from Power Rangers Operation Overdrive, who wants revenge on anyone who badmouths the show? Lol, kidding.
Nobody likes Operation Overdrive.
Lots of people actually do like Operation Overdrive, and that's fine. They are free to. I don't like it, though.
I don't like it very much. It's the reason I stopped watching Power Rangers for a long time.
God, that Encore. I gotta swap out just to kill the Skorupi now. But yeah, it looks like Jellicent is winning the poll from people. The poll.
Hang on, let me give my puppy another treat.
Alright, while you do that, Zen, why don't you sing us a song of our people?
Alright, it's Johto time, and 3, 2, 1. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Pokemon Johto.
Do-do-do-do-do. Everybody wants to be a master. Everybody wants to show their skill. Everybody wants to get there faster. Make the way to the top of the hill. Each time you try, gonna get just a little bit better. Each day we climb one more step up the ladder. It's a whole new world we live in. It's a whole new way to see. It's a whole new place with a brand new attitude, but you still gotta catch 'em all and be the best that you can be. Do 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 do. Pokemon Johto.
Jeez. All right, back to Betty.
All right. There we go. That's Pokemon Johto.
Indeed.
And,
there is a
my
longer version, but you'd have to look that up and see what the lyrics are for that.
Oh, the lyrics are all there, but it's very long, and I think that's fine. Plus, my singing has brought both cats to me.
All right, let's catch us a giant jumbo jellyfish.
Hi, Kana. Chat, say hi to Kana. She loves you. She's had a day. She's helped me unpack a whole bin of strategy guides and video games. It was great. Oh, I have a story. So I was unpacking my video games, and I checked the games just to make sure they're in the cases now, because of what happened with Portal 2. For more details, the Midnight Combo Pack. But as I was opening the Family Guy game, there was DLC, and the name of the DLC pack made me just freaking I can't even let me pull up the name of this, because I tweeted about it, but it was just let me find what it was, because I was just so like, what? over this.
Gornziak's hot take: Zenith is a better singer than Lewis.
Really? I don't know if I mean if you think that. I've been trying to get more into singing, but okay, yeah. Inside the DLC pack for the Family Guy game was Peter Griffin's Man Boob Mega Sweat Pack. What? What? What?
What?
It's Family Guy. I mean, come on. What do you expect?
Let me try to use confusion on it. Maybe that'll be enough to just kill it. No, not kill it, but like keep it generally alive. Go, Jira! Just place the F this guy clip in Discord.
Oh!
That did a lot more than I was expecting, but that's okay. We have ways around these little issues. Since this is not going to do as much because we're in a cave, so let me just put a hyper potion in.
By the way, I thank you for the praise of the singing. I love Pokemon Johto, so I think it works to my strengths. But if you want to see more, I've been wanting to sing in my videos, so Poke Phil, tell him. It's the Family Guy Road to the Multiverse game for PS3, because I was unpacking PS3 games. And I was so taken aback by this DLC pack name that I'm just like, what?
All right, we have Farpoint.
Yeah!
Its body is mostly seawater. It said there's a castle of ships Jellicent have sunk on the seafloor.
Zen and Fine Voice tour. That would be fun.
Swing, baby.
Oh, I am so happy. Farpoint.
Oh, Farpoint was put in the Revengers. I gotta fix that. Jellica would have been good too.
Yeah, Jellica. I just, once I saw the giant jellyfish, I'm like, Farpoint.
Yep. Another why not? Another Betty why not, I should say. Mirror match.
No Captain Jellico?
Oh, that would have been good too.
Yeah.
Especially if it was a male one.
Angelico.
Kuraway Town. Let's heal up, then we'll probably fight the professor. Then how to wind up in a cave, in a mountain, on land?
On land!
It's a whole new world we live in. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
It's a whole new world we live in. It's a whole new way to see.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
It's a whole new place. But you gotta pay for more of it.
Of course.
Go Jimmy Jira. Family Guy's humor is scattershot as hell. Some that some that hit, but most of the time it's over-reliant on mean-spirited gags and directionless shock humor.
I made a reaction to this on Twitter, but essentially, I like some of the early series. After a while, it was hit or miss. Some really hit, some really miss. Then later, it was just god-awful.
Captain Benjamin 3, how far are we for Lewis to say the naughty word? I'll just do it right now. Fuck.
Oh, language cap.
Demonetized!
I am so demonetized now.
Language.
Is this the human condition of madness, leader? It is.
And I'd also like to thank you. I'm sincerely grateful for what you did for all the Pokemon and people of this world.
Thanks for the help, bud.
And by stopping Team Flare, you also saved... Did I? Did I really save Lysander? No. Please, explain how I saved Lysander.
Yeah.
I always do desire a beautiful... I didn't save crap. I beat the snot out of him with stupid tentacle bee things.
Didn't he die?
Far too complex for you to understand.
And maybe someday the population of people in Pokemon will actually increase to where resources become very scarce.
That was our whole idea! Just make more resources!
If someone acts out of greed in such a world, surely some will go without. If all living things keep acting out that way, there will be nothing left at all in the world in the end. Why, there won't even be anything left to steal, will there? Go, JBG, your accent makes the swear words beautiful. If you say so.
I don't know.
Take your word on that. I don't really hear my own Minnesota accent when I drop an F-bomb. But perhaps I'm just not hearing it.
I barely hear your Minnesota accent, at all.
But hey, if you enjoy it, great.
Oh, I'll say it's so ding cold out there.
You saved Lysander from himself by unaliving him. You saved Lysander from living with his stupidity. JTSG, any interest in Strange New Worlds, Lewis and crew? Not really, no.
Yes.
Modern Trek has just kind of burned me out.
Absolutely,
I don't know what that is.
Yes, I will be watching Strange New Worlds I am awaiting Strange New Worlds with bated breath. I cannot wait.
I'll probably check it out at some point. I need to watch Prodigy is really the thing.
Yeah, you got to watch Prodigy, and you also should really check out this season of Picard.
But what I really wanted was for him to put his ego aside and lead everything to greater heights. I never had this discussion with him, though, so I'm partially responsible for this. So really, we're going to be saving you now, Professor, because it's your stupidity for not telling him he was an idiot. It is everyone's fault but Dr. Z.
That's what I'm understanding.
All right, what do you think about the things I like? Alright, where are we? Well, enough of that, Zeta. I want you and your Pokemon to take everything you learned from your journey and hit me with your best shot. Hit me with your best shot. Do-do-do-do.
Fire away.
Are you ready for Sea Devils at Easter Lewis? Yes, I am. I think that's going to be great. I love that the redesign of the Sea Devils didn't change all that much.
Disco's last season, Season 4, it had a good start. They didn't blow the ending, but it was just... I'm getting really tired of it. Picard Season 2 has been outstanding. And in Strange New Worlds, I seriously... based on all the trailers and everything I've read about it, I seriously can't wait. It feels like it's going to be a return to form.
I'm just busy playing Genshin. Screw the haters. I love Genshin Impact. I've just finished Dragon.
Make it to me, Tommy. Make it to me, Tommy. I will stand right beside you defending Lower Decks until the bitter end. But the one right before, I just watched Season 3 of Disco. What was so bad about the ending, Lewis?
Everything.
So all the dilithium in the galaxy, or at least in this sector of space, exploded because someone was crying for his mommy.
Thank you.
Hi, Palkia.
Not made any better by the fact that I just... over these last 3 seasons, one thing has been made abundantly clear to me, and that is Michael Burnham is not ready for the captain's chair. In fact, she seems to thrive in an environment where she doesn't have to be captain. Where, if she was an independent agent of Starfleet, like someone in Starfleet Intelligence or something, she would be a lot better at it. I do not want to know. I don't want to follow Captain Burnham.
I don't either.
So, yeah, I gave up at the end of Season 3. And Season 3 was a vast improvement. Mostly because of the fresh setting, but... No, it was too much. I couldn't. I gave it 3 seasons for me to like it, and I just was tired of waiting to like it. Danny Fenley, Dr. Z, I am the only competent person in this region. Captain Adventure 1983, will you cover the first appearance of Moon Knight? Probably at some point. I still haven't watched the Moon Knight show. I am behind on the Disney Plus shows.
Yeah, I'm behind as well. Please no Moon Knight spoilers. I only just got my TV hooked up 2 days ago. And also, I haven't had a lot of free time, and I've only been using it to play Genshin.
Sorry, Grin and Chompy, that we missed it. Man, the Vashanarada are going to be pissed that the new neighbors are moving in on their turf, covering their floors in snow, too. Yeah. The next neighborhood barbecues are going to be awkward.
Forget silence in the library. There's water in the library.
Hey.
Someone trapped
snow in there.
One thing I will say about Genshin right now, because screw the haters, I just finished Dragonspine. And I'm really looking forward to doing more in Leeway. There's so much more to do, and apparently the new update, they opened up the chasm in Leeway, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it, because they've been building up to the chasm. So there's like some new boss. I'm looking forward to it.
Sidekick Nick 4, are there any Discovery comics for you to review? Yes, there are. I haven't read any of them, but there are comics, and I could do it. And someone at some point sent me a Discovery uniform, so I could actually have that for a review.
No kidding! A legit Discovery uniform?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a generic costume one because, Halloween stuff, but it's actually pretty damn good.
Nice.
Not uncomfortable either. It's actually pretty damn good compared to some of the other costumes out there. Fan Story Video Studios, Voice from the Dark is more my taste in horror, but saw Winter of 83 because I always love your storytelling. Why do the monsters speak in recordings? Much like, various other monsters I've used over the years, these things don't actually have voices of their own, and they barely understand English as it is. So they need to use other creatures' speech for their purposes.
Also,
in fact, that was an important thing for why they keep using the. Hey, could you help me with this? Because remember, during the recording, they asked to speak to Dr. Chandra, and Dr. Chandra turned them down. But when Dr. Matthews asked for his help, he dropped everything and went to go over them. And the snow creatures were like, huh, so that works. Let's keep using that. And as we keep seeing, it works.
Yep.
Also, please no spoilers on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I just barely had enough money to buy it. So I'm going to be playing it soon, but I'm looking forward to it because Tina's my favorite damn character.
The strength you found is simply marvelous, and you truly love and trust your Pokémon. Zeta, a treasure of mine is hidden in this town. If you'd like, try to find it. Well, I'll be off then. I have many preparations I must attend to. Bye!
Is the treasure Boost?
I have a little surprise plan for all of you to thank you for fighting Team Flare and saving Cal. Could you give me money? I'll take money.
Yes, please. JTSG.
You saved Kalos, so now enjoy your Easter egg hunt, I guess.
It's not a super chat, but I like this. JTSG says, Lewis is right, though. The fact that dilithium went boom because of a black canary cry is pretty silly. Yeah, I mean, you break it down to it. A kid goes, wah, and basically the Federation ends.
Actually, the dilithium didn't explode.
Oh, I'm sorry. It went inert.
Like that is the people reply. He didn't actually explode. You know what I mean.
Actually, to be fair. But actually, devil's advocate.
Professor. Like, why do I have to go on a scavenger hunt for it?
The result is still the same. Grinning Chompy. Honestly, I'm just waiting for someone to Patreon Last Jedi. I've been eager to see you tear it apart.
I'm assuming you mean Rise of Skywalker, because of course I already reviewed The Last Jedi.
Yeah, I was gonna say you already did that.
Yeah.
Go Jibijira. I've recovered minor evidence that elements of Sailor Moon may have actually been inspired by Moon Knight. There was an actual Moon Knight manga in 79 and 80 during the Toei licensing and pre-production elements for a show.
Nice. I really hope the gift wasn't a Pokeball.
SKH Video Productions. Disco has gone through 3 uniform changes.
What is this, the MCU Spider-Man?
To be fair.
To be fair,
one of those uniform changes was just at the very last episode of season 3, and then we never saw them again. I actually do like the updated uniforms they did for season 4. I think those actually look pretty spiffy.
I do too. They look a lot better than the original Future Starfleet. The original Future Starfleet looked awful.
They were just so bland, just having it be gray.
As long as it's not future former Starfleet.
Hilariously, they actually were not going to change them. But when they started filming, someone basically pointed out, everyone blends into the set.
No kidding!
You think?
God, I miss... Why... Can we have next generation aesthetics again? Can we have places that actually look comfortable? I get it. Some shows it makes sense to have the military grays or be kind of dreary like DS9 and the Cardassian Station, but like, can we have another ship where everything actually looked like it would be nice to live on that ship?
And once again, I point you to Picard. Let's see. JTSG, I like they sort of turned the comm badges into Omni tools. I actually don't like that.
I like the fact that it's an extension, that it feels like an extension of the technology, but at the same time, I miss tricorders. I miss like little props and stuff like that.
Yeah, me too. That's my biggest problem with it.
But in the end, but in terms of like storytelling, it makes sense. Although once again, we have an effects budget, so let's show it off.
Star Trek with a budget? That's unheard of.
Actually, no. A Star Trek with a budget does exist. It's called the Orville.
Yeah, people just mentioned the Orville in the chat.
SKH Video Productions. What about carpets and lights? Lights! Use lights!
I prefer Orville Redenbacher. Thank you very much.
All right, let's go fishing for a friend.
Daniel Brandt. So what I understand about Dump Thing and Star Trek Disco, they ripped off the make Starship fuel inert idea from Futurama Bender's game. No.
I would not say so, or at least if they did, they played it more seriously than they did.
See, here's the thing. If it was more than render Starship fuel inert, it was render the thing that is regulating this massive energy release between matter and antimatter colliding, and render it useless. Boom. It wasn't so much all the dilithium exploded, it was all the dilithium became as useful as glass. And suddenly, you have massive amounts of matter and antimatter colliding, and boom.
Big bada boom.
Favorite thing about the Orville? I will wait till May before I answer that question because I'm very eager to see season 3.
I know nothing about the Orville. I'm still in TOS season 2. Cat's Paw is the last episode I remember.
And I'm very sad that that's where you stopped.
Look, I'm gonna watch more. I've been very busy because patron requests are coming in and moving and whatnot, and I'm too busy with the man boob mega pack.
Right.
Look, Zed, I bet you credits to Navy Beans, you will like more of Star Trek.
Yeah, just say that.
Speaking of which, I do love me some Star Trek. I did change the naming conventions of my episodes, and the one that I went is that Star Trek Season 1 of TOS holds up really damn well. Like, it is still good.
Mm-hmm.
Sidekick Nick 4, another tip for Trek, proper pacing. Every season takes its sweet time with the first 2/3, then booked it to the finish line in the last few episodes. And the episodes themselves are too damn long. Like I noticed this while watching season 3 of Discovery. Man, just like it feels like the episode is mostly over when we reach the halfway point.
Yeah.
Anyway, we need a name for a Carablast.
Hang on a
much
second.
use to us because of trait evolution. We need a male Carablast. No Blue Beetle names, please. That's too obvious. Give us something unique.
Brennan Chompy.
From Classic Watcher. I think that's actually pretty good. But let's see what else people come up with. Lance a Little.
Here's some.
Megalon. Megalon's not bad.
I'll hold on this.
Carablast.
Lance a Little.
I'm a Halloween miracle.
Lance a Little. I do like Lance a Little. Caramel Blastaborg.
Caribou.
Name it and then I. Caribou Gawain. Yeah, I like Lance a Little. We'll go with that.
All right,
and then I is good for a name of a protagonist. And then I fainted.
No, it's a reference to a meme from It's Always Sunny. And then I started blasting.
Brennan Chompy says, here's something different. What's your favorite and least favorite cosmic imps? Example, Q or what's that? Mixie-Picked?
Mixie-Spitlick.
Yeah, Mixie-Spitlick. There you go.
It's a hard name.
Unfortunately, Superman the Animated Series had Gilbert Gottfried describe how to say it.
It's a weird character.
It is, just like this. The Silver Age was wild, guys. Anyway, new route. Let's pick up yet another new friend. We're just catching friends left and right this stream.
Yeah.
A Plusle.
I would say my favorite cosmic imp has to be Q, and my least favorite
Q is definitely up there.
I still haven't met Q yet, but I have met Q technically because I watched My Little Pony,
And my
Q
least favorite is Trelane.
Your least favorite
Sorry.
Trelane? I love Trelane.
Trelane is amazing. He's so good.
I had to
Trelane
think
is
of another imp.
Trelane. I love that episode so much.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Trelane is awesome. I just couldn't think of any other cosmic imp.
All right, we need a name for, I think, was it a female Plusle? I can't remember now. It cheers
a
on
Waffle
friends
Jr.
with pom-poms made of sparks. It drains power from telephone poles. Elf Waffle Jr. didn't know you were streaming Monday. Yeah, we pushed it to here for various reasons. All right,
We always
positive.
stream on Monday.
Muscle from Plusle. Discount Pikachu. Don't discount Plusle and Minun. I had one on my old Sapphire game that I transferred up to later generations, and actually was pretty damn decent.
Duracell?
Inconvenience, A+, Foster, Bunny Zaps, plus Chew.
That's good.
Well, it is a bunny. You should call it Zen.
It's kind of a bunny. It's more just like, a different form of Pikachu. Tesla. Sparks, Mathachu, plus Ultra. You know what? I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Plus Ultra is good.
We'll go for the My Hero Academia reference.
Let's go beyond.
And then, Gordon ZX. Oh, Zen, this is so for you. Ready?
Okay.
Speaking of Star Trek, I'm on the alternative factor. What is with the glowing neon effects that look like it came out of the 80s?
The alternative factor.
It's so bad.
It is so
It's so
bad.
confusing.
Lazarus is what? I don't even know what that episode is. Like
I'll tell you exactly what it is. Bad.
Yeah.
People tried to prepare me for the episode, but they did not prepare me enough.
Like, stuff like Spock's brain is just goofy and bad in a campy way.
But at least it has a coherent story. I'm not even sure what the story is of the alternative factor.
No one does, really.
No one knows.
Like, it's very clear, like they rushed it out.
No one
Yeah.
knows. Not even the Shadow knows.
Oh, before my fairies that are probably like poison type now. Moltres, oh good!
Oh, good.
So fire or flying now.
Now we're getting some good ones.
Fortunately, this is just one of those cases where I'm so glad we now have Thunder for Gilgamesh. Ice Fan, that's gonna suck.
So we need an alternative to the alternative factor? We have an alternative.
God damn it.
Don't watch it!
It's Mega Ultra Chicken. Go chicken wings.
I guess it'd be pretty obvious to call this one Spicy Tenders.
It's not a wild battle. This is a trainer battle.
I know, but still.
Hot wings.
Hot wings.
Hot wings. There you go. Danny Finland, I've been watching Star Trek with my aunt, who's an original Trekkie. Finally showed her Star Trek Beyond yesterday, and she freaking loved it. Well, yeah, I mean, Beyond is the best of the JJ movies.
Yeah. Granny Chompy, we're waiting on your super chat.
There it is. Who is your favorite animated Titan? Beast Boy always has my vote.
Starfire.
Probably Starfire, yeah.
Emperor Seth, sorry I couldn't watch a few episodes live. What's been going on? How close are you to the end of the game? Also, Zen, are you in the winter of 83?
I am not in the winter of 83. I will be in the next one. I have asked to be in it. I also was
If
kind of...
there's a next one, I'm struggling with I'm not struggling with ideas for it, but I don't have a plot yet.
I've
Winter.
asked to be in the next one. I've been busy of late. We've
Winter
all
of
been
93.
Also,
I hear
how
Puppy.
close are we to the end of the game? We still have the 8th gym badge and the Elite Four plus post game. Rain stopped. We'll probably swap out Gilgamesh. Archeops. So she does flying. Who else can we do with flying? Steamgate would probably be okay. Kirby would probably be okay. Toastbuster has Thunderbolt, doesn't she?
Devin Quigleyart, they took Spock's brain!
Daniel Brandt. Hi, doggy.
Well, hi,
Yeah,
doggy. You're my favorite customer. By the way, did you know that the room was based on a book?
Oh, dear.
That was a good episode. For context, go watch the Dominic Noble.
Yeah, Dom had his April Fool's video. I still haven't watched that. I didn't get to watch anybody else's April Fool's content because I was so busy finishing up everything for Winter of '83. Let me tell you something, guys. With the VHS effects, that was really annoying. Like, I would have had everything done a lot sooner, but even the 5-minute segments for the city council meetings, those took a lot of time for them to render out. Like, in a shocking amount of time it took us for those 5 minutes of material to put in those effects. Just rendering it out frame at a time is really annoying in that regard. Like, 3 hours to do a single one of those shots.
I
was worried that actually people would hate the city council segments because I thought the first one might have been a little boring.
People love them.
Yeah,
I really liked them too.
I was worried that the first part was the first few segments were exposition heavy to the point where I was wondering if maybe I should. Oh, good, Yveltal. I was wondering if I should change out the order to see if there was a better way of doing it. But no, people actually really enjoyed them. So yay.
I tell you what, I could have told you about that. I could have told you about the VHS effects taking forever to render. Because, remember, I did that for...
Speaking of taking forever to render, just to hype this up since we're nearing the end of the stream, we have a lot of people here. New Disney Debate. It is 3 hours long, 14 gigabytes. It took me 5.5 hours to render the damn thing. But yeah, on this Friday... If you guys like the Disney Debate, episode 86 is out. It's going to be the top 10 Disney films of 2020 bun, and I hope you enjoy it, but it took 5.5 hours to render?
Special attack.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, good. It's stupid.
Grinning Chompy, it's a shame Star never had a season arc for herself.
Yeah.
TYMCA, did anyone see Allison's review of Dear Doctor? I saw part of
great.
it. Are the council videos based on real videos redubbed? That's exactly what they are.
That is exactly what they are. We talked about this earlier in the stream. They're actual city council meetings redubbed. That's why I needed the heavy distortion on it, to hide the fact that, you know, I wasn't exactly matching up lips perfectly.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour Disney Debate, Tim Johnson, and it's the only reason it's 3 hours because we're talking about all the movies that Disney put out this year. And you've been waiting for like 2 years for a new one. This is a brand new one. I hope you like it. We talk about a lot of good things. It's good. I hope you enjoy it.
Peter, what a story mark.
I don't know if it's our longest episode. It might be, but it's close.
Let's get unethical, ethical. Dear Doctor, in my opinion, is the worst episode of Star Trek in the entire franchise, just for that reason. Just because it is so happy about genocide.
Hey, Fruity Groovy's here, which means I think it's time for us to go, yes?
No, we still got a few minutes left before we head out. I want to at least get to the last town.
All right. I'm sorry, I just saw that. I couldn't resist it.
Jedi Dragon Protector, I too want Linkara to put out another episode of History of Power Rangers. You're not wrong.
Gordon ZX, last chat of the night. For the VHS templates and effects, could you send us a link to where you got those effects and templates?
Just do a Google search for Creation Effects VHS. You should be able to find it from there. Oh,
it fights for the bottom.
Yay, genocide episode. I agree. Worst one I've seen, at least.
But yeah, plug. This Friday, Disney Debate. It's gonna be 3 hours of bun fun. Also, just an update for the chat. All of the episodes that I have for April have been uploaded and scheduled. Most of these are going to be archive episodes because of the move. The only thing that's really new is Disney Debate, and then we have Transformers Animated and Edge of Destruction at the end of April or the beginning of May. We haven't decided because we've all been busy with the move, but Transformers Animated is going to be coming up More details soon. But just so you know, it's going to be a lot of archive stuff. We're trying to get caught up, and the move has made it hard for me to do new things.
Ghost had a ghost move. Check the moves. And of course, yep. Belly rubs for Pup. History of Power of Hyperforce. Hyperforce is never getting an HOPR because it is not a television series and it is not canon. They can say it's canon as much as they want, but it ain't. That ain't a thing. Let's just fly actually.
Okay, no. Motown fan, no belly rubs for Pup because he was really starting to annoy me.
But he's a good boy.
Not right now, he's not.
777, but evolution chose that race to end. So dumb.
Granny Chompy,
No, evolution
last one
works.
for me. Last one for me. What's the next?
You cannot evolve to die.
We're not Pokemon. We're not predetermined. I'm sorry, I love that quote.
And he evolved himself to death.
Granny Chompy, last one from me. What's the next event comic you're not looking forward to? One from both Marvel and DC.
I'd have to look at the event list. Eugenics. You're thinking of eugenics.
You're thinking of eugenics.
Yeah? There's a TM over there. Let me see if I can grab that.
John the Wizard, it's Gen 9 and not Gen 8. We had Gen 8.
Alright, I think we can get yet another friend right here using the old rod, so let's see what we got in the water. That's what this stream has just been about, just finding new friends.
The friends we made along the way was the true destination.
The true friends we made along the way.
Stream title proposal: The friends we encountered at Farpoint.
Hey. Ooh, Linkara.
Ooh.
Denny Finland. Evolved to die. That's literally the exact opposite of evolution.
Yup. Fishing for friends. That's another good one. Alright, let's just try Ultra Balls, because I think anything we use against it will kill it. Fair point, friends.
It's over Gen 9000.
What, 9,000?
We're nearly at 1,000 Pokemons.
Hey! Maybe the real treasure was this gun I found along the way. SKH's Video Productions, can a new friend be a forklift?
Only if it tries to kill you.
Because it lives almost entirely underground and is nearly blind, it uses its antennae instead. Ninkata, in case you don't know, is great because it evolves into two different Pokemon at the same time. It sheds its skin, the skin becomes its own unique Pokemon, and the rest of Ninkata becomes Ninjask. Waspinator.
It's a weird line, but I do like the Ninkata Ninjask split. I think it's cool.
It is, especially... Now, mind you, Shedinja is basically just a gimmick, but it's a cool gimmick. Dancing Ninjask, 2 for 1. Too late, Sonic. I am forklift certified. I still haven't seen the Sonic movie.
I need to see Sonic 2.
We'll read your super chat in a minute. Danny Fenlon, Trek shouldn't have Marvel level thinking. Indeed.
Books are full of thinking.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that Shedinja, I still gave it Wonder Guard. I will have to double check it. Ninjask style dancing. Go JBG Harvey Dent, since it's 2 face and 1. That's not bad. That's some good thinking there. Although it's a woman, so I don't know about that. Onion, because it has layers. Not bad. Ninja style bug. Doppelganger. These are the same people who said humans would evolve into non-sapient catfish with legs. Game Freak understands evolution better than Berman and Braga. Harvey Dent, Janice, Shrek, Ninja type. Indeed. Art makes thinking happen. Husky. Ooh, Husky's a good name for the Shedinja.
Yeah.
Jacqueline Heidi. Harleen Dent. Harriet Dent.
Harleen Quinzel.
Shino. Susen. Quit with this. I don't know what that is. Schrodinger's friend. Period. It's Jurassic period, not park. Bugaloo. Ninny. I'm gonna go with Onion, because I do like that.
Yeah, Onion's good.
Enter recruits. All right, let's try to get that TM. Then we'll probably call it quits. Ooh, we could have gotten an Aegis Slash.
One of my favorites.
So good. Onionja. Ooh, we might want to rename it.
Oh, ninja.
Ah, damn it. It's a Pokemon Ranger's duty to ensure that Pokemon can live the same way tomorrow as they do today. Oh, look at the little Cleffa. It's gonna die.
My name is Nico Montoya. You killed my brother. Prepare to die.
A literal Pokemon Sword and Shield. Can you believe that in Sun and Moon, the Sun and Moon Pokemon are not part of the regular Pokedex? Solrock and Lunatone are not in Pokemon Sun and Moon.
What? Why?
Like, at least Sword and Shield included the Honedge line. It's a Pokemon Ranger's job to harass random kids in the swamp.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Also, this Cleffa's level 54, so I think it's time to turn the experience share back on.
Yoda wills it.
Let's turn the experience share back on.
Hey, Luke, question.
Yep.
How up to date are you on Star Trek Online?
Not as up to date as I would like to be.
Have you played through the second Klingon Civil War?
I can't recall if I did. Probably not.
Only because I don't know why I was thinking about it, but only because I was thinking about that specific moment where the Klingon who's played by Gowron's character or Gowron's actor actually says, and I quote, "Experience Beach."
Oh, that's right. I did play that. Yeah, because they brought back Experience Beach because of the meme.
Yes, I was like,
Experience Beach.
That's awesome. But I think my favorite part about the my favorite part about the Star Trek Next Generation VHS game has to be all the random ways that he dies, or all the random phases while the ship be destroyed. Yeah.
Gonna end the stream once we reach the next city. No, we're actually gonna end once we get to the TM because we're already going a bit over than I wanted to anyway. A lot of stuff we could have gotten here.
Ooh, Ladybug.
We could have gotten Mareep and corrected our choice of starter.
Oh, Ladian, I should say. I love Gen 2's designs.
You think yourself a warrior, do you? Experience Beach.
Go JB Zero.
Experience Beach, my god.
Well, I got a brand new Experience Beach. And
I think I actually survived.
Hey, there's one for you to add to the soundboard. Experience Beach.
Ooh, that's it. I might add Experience Beach. Especially because we're doing a Star Trek game after this.
It has to also include the Klingon theme in it, too.
Of course. Should I get some repels?
You came here expecting to fight a warrior, but instead you find a Mareep.
I saw a Gowron meme today where he was Mr. Rogers. Glory to you and your neighborhood. No, he was Mr. Rogers. Glory to you and your neighborhood.
It's okay to feel sad sometimes.
That is when you are experiencing beach. Now off to the neighborhood of Stovacor.
Sludge Bomb.
It's a
Great.
beautiful name. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
I think Sludge Bomb might be better than Cross Poison. Let me see Kirby's stats real quick here. Let's see, yeah, basically the same physical or special. 70. Let me see. Because we have Sludge Bomb, Sludge Bomb would be better to have. Poison Jab. Come on. Sludge Bomb. Yep, 90.
Won't you be my neighbor?
That's less Galron, more Arte.
Won't you be my neighbor? You gotta do the eyes too, or it doesn't work.
Yes.
My neighbor.
Also got Brick Break. Might want to give that to Halucha. Let me just, yep. Beautiful.
Nah. What would the Klingon version, Mr. Rogers, be? If your neighbor insults you, if your neighbor insults your honor, be sure to cut out his heart and serve it to your family.
Never mind. Sacred Sword is better. We'll keep that. That being said, I think Brick Break will be good for Steam Gate. I think right now we just have Power Up Punch. Force Palm. Yeah, this is better. Alright, let's save this, and we will call it a night. Alrighty, so thank you all for joining us this Monday evening. Hopefully by this Saturday we should be back on proper schedule. We'll see how things go around that time. But thank you all for watching Winter of 83 and for being so patient as I try to get the last part of Event Comics Month done with. Then the rest of this month will be devoted to History of Power Rangers videos with no set schedule. I'm just going to keep releasing them, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll consider this month a failure if I don't do this, but I'm going to try to get 2 Atop the Fourth Wall scripts written, and that way maybe get us not only back on schedule, but maybe a little ahead of schedule? Maybe, hopefully, maybe, fingers crossed. Go JBT-Ra, Beej, my KLS. I want to thank, of course, my wonderful guests, the game show reviewer.
Thank you for having me on, of course.
And Zen.
Thank you all. Ghost Bunny here. 3-hour Disney debate on Friday. Please don't miss it.
Thank you so much. And of course, spread around Winter of 83 to people, especially if they're fans of horror. Remember,
it is the word of Landru.
Good night, everybody.